Hi everyone, this is Pramita here. As you can see, this will be my second part, or you can say this is the first part of actually how I made the charms or the beads strung on the head pins that I had given an intro just I think a week before. So I wanted to show you how I do this kind of charms or whatever. I have seen a ton of videos on YouTube, and I have come up with the simplest form of this making of beaded charm sort of thing, because as I had said previously, I'm not going to sell these. I'm not going to make them professionally, so I will be using that for my satisfaction or for myself only. Maybe I'll send a few in my happy mails. So I have simplified the making of the charms, because you can make it in a very elaborate fashion, but I try to keep it as simple as possible with minimum tools. And like that suits me, because I don't want to go into the nitty gritty of making charms and bracelets or whatever. So the basic thing that I had mentioned earlier, that you would be needing head pins. Now these head pins add structure to your beads. So what I initially do is I sit down, I sort out the beads. Just as you can see over here, I have a ton of beads, but that's that's the lot that I have. I don't buy them at a ton, and then I sort them out to suit whatever ones that will go together. So let me show you how I do that. So for that, at the bottom part, now this head pin part, this will be the bottom, it will be hanging like this. So you need to don't mind my nails are horrible today, and I have been doing a lot of housework, so please excuse my nails if you can. I'm sorry for that. So this is a small flower sort of thing that I have just strung that with the head pin, and I'm going to put a few more beads. Okay, so I think this blue one looks good, so I'm going to just put this through. Look how beautiful it looks. Now maybe I'm going to put a red one. Now I just do it in a random fashion, whatever catches my fancy for that day. I don't have any fixed color combinations or any fixed sort of thing. Now I'm going to put another blue one, maybe. Yeah, so that's it. Now I'm left with this part. Okay, so I will make a loop out of it using the pliers that I had mentioned the day before. Now when you're using the pliers, I would advise you to hold it towards the end, because that will give you enough space to turn it into a loop. And as you put pressure, you try to bring that end towards you. So this is how I do it. You make it, you force it to come towards you, just like so. See how it's forming a loop. Now I know it's not straight, but it will be in a while. So that's it. Yeah, so now you have the head pin. See how simple it is. It's just assembling a few beads together, and that is why when I make a ton at a go, and then I use them as I like. So now you can use it in many fashion. I have used it in in your paper clips. I've strung them with a jump ring, and then I have just attached it with the paper clip. I hope you can see it. And then I have also um, made some like so. You can just string them in your journal, and if you want to easily remove them, then I would advise that you put a lobster claw to it, so it will be easy to maneuver. So this is one that I have just shown. You can attach that to a chain. If you want to see the how I add that to the chain, then I think you'll have to look for another tutorial, because that's a little bit it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of explanation also. And I have also done with a paper clip. but I've attached it with a small chain. So what happens is when you stick your charm, sorry, let me show you. When you stick your charm in your notebook like so, it's going to hang like this. See? So it's up to you how you can make it, but the basic thing is you have to make this structure. So I'm going to show you another one how I do it. So once again I am left with a head pin. Now remember, there are two kinds of head pins. One comes with an eye over here, you know, eye pin they call it, and the other of course is this, the blunt edged one. So that is the head pin. So I'm going to add another bead. Usually I put a teardrop or a small bead at the bottom. I don't know, I can't see it well enough. Okay, so now I have a, see, I have a red one. Now I'm putting this. If I have mostly bought all my you know, the beads that I have are mostly from local jewelry shops, you know, the ones that sell jewelry findings. So that's it. Yeah, but there are tons of shops on Etsy also. They sell very good quality beads, especially the ones from Slovakia. Even, you know, you can buy some grab bags. I have done that also, and I was pretty happy with the Etsy shop. Maybe I'll buy some later on. I'm going to add another red one, so it looks like this. I also have some gold findings, golden colored ones, you know, but this doesn't look nice. This doesn't sit nice actually. So I'm going to sift through some. So I'm going to add another one. This is, I think, a black one or a green one. So it's like this. Now this end does not have much space, so I have to be very careful. So you must keep that in mind, that there is enough space for you to turn this around and hold it at the edge. That will make it easier for you to turn. Just simply turn it towards yourself. That's the easiest way. Now this is not the only method of making charms and beaded things, you know, but I found that this is the easiest one. I have tweaked it a little bit here and there, but you know, how I devise cheat methods, I don't want to work too hard. That's the basic thing. I know I'm sounding so corny, but yeah, like I told you previously, because this, I'm not making this professionally, I'm not selling this, I'm just making it for my own satisfaction. So that's it. And now I need to fix this. So keep in mind that, I don't know today what's wrong with my camera, it's not focusing properly. So keep in mind that you have to, you know, round this up, otherwise this will come off, this whole structure will not work. So yeah, so this is this, see how it has come down to. So there are a few shops on Etsy which sell you know, assorted beads. You can check them out, they're pretty cheap, and I have bought from one of the shops. If you want, I can send you a link in the description if anybody wants to know. And but most of the beads that I have are from local shops. So that's that, and that is how you attach the beads to the head pin. So bye. My next part will be how to add these structures, these structures that we have made with the help of, you know, the head pins, how to attach that to chains or cords, or how to make you know, chain charms or things like that. So that's my take on those, and there are numerous ways how you can do it, but this is the basic structure that you need to get done before you proceed with anything else, I feel. But with page marks, of course, it's a different story. If you have a thinner string, you can easily string it through the bead, hole of the bead, you know, you can just put it through this hole and tie a knot and make it into a page mark. I've done that also. But if you want to get a little bit fancy, then it's better that you attach head pins to them. So that's that. So bye, and watch out for the next part. Bye.